You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Mortgage Group. I've been teaching here at Guerin Catholic for 13 years. I've been assistant coach also for 13 years. And I think it's important in today's world that we have young people growing up with the morals and values of faith-based education.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Thompson with Integrity Mortgage Group, and I support Guerin Catholic High School because I'm good friends and business partners with assistant coach Tommy Mascari. And any chance I have to support a Christ-centered education for today's youth, I take advantage of that opportunity and support in any way I can with my time, effort, volunteering, funds, and commercials like these.
Together we soar.
Guerin Catholic Sports on IndianaSRN,
where you're always in the game.
And good evening and welcome to Central Christian Academy as IndianaSRN is proud to bring you exciting Indiana high school basketball action between the Anderson Prep Academy Jets and the Central Christian Academy Chargers. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Bertner Electric, your licensed and experienced electrician serving Central Indiana. IU Sports Management, a lifetime of sport with a winning degree. Piper Logistics, 3 services, 1 logistical solution. And by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown farm equipment dealer. Alongside my broadcast partner, Steve McClure, this is Clark Chafin. And Steve, as we look at these two teams tonight, they seem to be heading in 2 different directions. Central Christian comes in with a record of 12-6. And seems to be playing some really good basketball right now at the end of the year. Anderson Prep has had a tough season with a record of 1-14 so far.
Good evening to you, Clark, and hello again, everyone, and welcome to IndianaSRN's coverage of IHSAA basketball. And we're on the south side this evening as the Central Christian Academy Chargers play host to the Anderson Prep Jets. In fact, there are only 2 Jets in the entire state of Indiana. One is Hauser.
Well, Hauser Jets.
And the other one is Anderson Prep. But as you had indicated, 2 teams kind of going in the different directions as far as win-loss records are concerned. But as you well know, and everyone knows, every time you get an opportunity to get off the practice floor and get onto the playing floor, this is your chance to improve.
Anything can happen. That's certainly correct. And we look at tonight's rosters as we look at both of these teams and maybe some key players. First of all, for Central Christian, again, they're winners of 5 of their last 6 games, and Coach Bobby Brown has a team playing at a high level here at the end of the season. Coach Brown has 394 wins. If he wins out, he can hit that magical 400 milestone victories. Strengths from Central Christian go to 2 players really come to my mind. Senior Elijah Mattingly, who's 6'6", averages 20.2 points per game and 8.7 rebounds, and senior Christian Woods his mate there averaging just under 20 at 19.6 and 6.9 rebounds. Steve, those guys average 76% of Central Christian scoring.
Clark, Elijah Mattingly is a primary and just a premier-looking guard. He's 6'6", but boy, they rely on him a great deal. He moves on the floor with great precision in terms of his spotting up for the three. But yeah, he's a great scorer as well as a great teammate and a great leader on this team. He's a 4-year starter for the Chargers, so we'll look for him a lot tonight.
And they have a nice complement of role players as well in that lineup. If you look at senior Caleb Chambers, who's averaging 8.8 points per game, and 6-foot senior Kyle Chambers, those guys really do a good job of knowing their role, knowing when to shoot, knowing who to get the ball to at the right time.
Yeah, and before we came on the air, we commented the fact that even though they do not go deep as far as their roster is concerned, they've been able to stay out of any injury problems or illness throughout the season, and that's why they have arrived at a 12-6 record. So a very good Central Christian team, but I'm anxious to see what Anderson will do here in terms of strategy, especially when you look at the kinds of average points that they're putting up and defense.
Coach Corey Scott leads the Anderson Prep Jets in here with a 24 and a 172 record in his 9th year at the school, and he's 84 and 286 in his 17th year overall. As we mentioned, they have that 1-14 record, but they're going to go with 3 players that will really be key for them. You have 5'8" freshman Lincoln Fathauer, who's averaging 8 points per game. 6-foot junior Ben Scott's at 7.4 points per contest. And then you tie that in with 6'2" sophomore Zayden Finley, who's at 6.2 points per game. You know, Steve, those guys really got to step up and score the ball well tonight.
Yeah, I think that just to exhibit a little bit of patience, especially against a Central Christian team that can put up a lot of points. But Anderson, of course, is a member of the Pioneer Conference, and we've seen a number of teams, including Greenwood Christian Academy, compete out of that conference, which continues to get better and better and better. University also a member of the Pioneer Conference there in Class 2A. But again, the Anderson group just going to try to put something here on the floor tonight and go away with a better feeling about themselves.
You know, you look at the schedule from these two teams. They have one common opponent this year, and that is International. Central Christian defeated International on December 14th by a score of 65-42, and Anderson Prep lost just a couple of weeks ago, 72-53. Well, we're going to take a short break. We'll come back and let Steve give you some keys to tonight's ball game. You're watching Anderson Prep at Central Christian on IndianaSRN. And welcome back to Central Christian Academy, where Clark Chafin along with Steve McClure. You know, Steve, last year, almost a year ago to this date, last year, February 9th, Central Christian and Anderson Prep met up, and with Central Christian winning that game 69-45, and the lead of the overall series between these two schools at 8-2. Steve, let's take a look at some of the keys for the game for both teams. First of all, what do you see as offensive, defensive keys for Central Christian?
Well, for Central Christian, obviously, they want to get out to a big start, and they've been able to put up a number of good first-half performances throughout the season, especially in the last 3 games. They've hit the 60-point mark for their final scoring product, but again, getting off to a big start. We'll see how they will utilize their guards on the outside, including Elijah Mattingly, their top scorer, averaging better than 20 points per game. And, you know, I was looking at Central Christian as far as those individual performances by Elijah. 30 points against Crystal Manual. Providence Crystal Ray had 25, 34 against Purdue Poly North, and 28 points against Shortridge. So as you can well see, they have plenty as far as the offense is concerned. Anderson, again, as I had mentioned earlier, just trying to be patient in terms of probably going to set up in some sort of a zone press, I would think, at the outset, especially with the difference in height and length that we're going to see tonight with Central Christian.
I think it's very important for Anderson Prep to get off to that good start and to try to confuse the Central Christian Charger team. That's hard to do with you got 8 seniors on your roster. Central Christian averaging 52.6 points per contest, and Anderson Academy just under 38 at 37.9. So we'll come back and take a look at the starting lineups, and we'll when we come back, it's IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
And we want to remind you that this broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. You know, Steve, we talked about how these teams have a tough battle in terms of Central Christian Academy really having a great season and really playing well here toward the end of the year. And we look at the last 5 games, they've got only 1 team, though, that they finish up with a losing record. So it'll be a big task for them as they end the season.
Yeah, and as we press forward toward the upcoming boys IHSAA state basketball tournament, we're only 8 days away from the actual sectional draw, which will be on a week from this coming Sunday, February the 20th.
And Anderson Prep finishes with just 1 team with a winning record, so they're going to have an opportunity to get in some games. They play Cowan next on February 15th, and Cowan is a record of 0-12, and Indiana Def on February 18th with a 5-8 record. So we'll come back and take a break and introduce the starters. You're watching high school basketball on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
And welcome back as starters are introduced for Central Christian Academy. You see them in their home whites. They'll start out this way. Number 5, Jeremiah Henderson will get the starting nod. We have number 11, Christian Woods. Woods is a 6'4" senior. Leading scorer, number 4, Elijah Mattingly. Mattingly's a 6'6" senior. Number 20, Kyle Chambers, a 6-foot senior. And Caleb Chambers, wearing number 24. Caleb is a 6-foot senior. For the Anderson Prep Academy Jets, they'll start with this way. Number 14, Lincoln Fathauer. Fathauer is a freshman. Javion Chapman. Chapman wears number 23. Jumping center for the Anderson Prep Jets is Ben Scott. Ben Scott wears number 24. Number 42, Hayden Hornacher, is a 6-foot senior. And Marcus Plew rounds out the starting lineup. Plew wears number 52. Steve, we're underway.
Mattingly basically just had to reach up and tap it back to one of his teammates, and we're off and running.
Kind of like one of those older brother holding the ball too high for little brother.
Here he is right there.
And he gets off to a great start. Eli Mattingly with 3 points right off the bat. And just what Coach Bobby Brown and the Chargers were looking for as they now begin some pressure, some half-court pressure against the Jets.
Talk about making a statement from the outset with that early tip to one of his teammates and then spotting up for a triple, and then the turnover will give the ball right back to the Chargers.
Javion Chapman stepped on the line as the Chargers had great defense putting the Jets in the corner, right? We had that extra defender there on the sideline and forced their turnover as they have the ball now here in the half court.
And again, we see the zone being set up here by Anderson Prep.
Mattingly, deep three. He's filling it early.
My goodness. Outside the volleyball line there on that one.
And that was so pure, Steve, it even hung the net up on the rim.
Didn't even touch that rim, did it?
That was pure, and that was deep. And Eli Mattingly feeling really good here in the outskirt.
It's almost like he's shooting free throws from out there.
Here comes Anderson Prep. The drive stolen away by Caleb Chambers. And here they come in transition. Caleb up, pressured, no good, gets his own rebound. And they'll reset. Eli's open for another three. Why not? Oh, off the back rim, no. And the long rebound caroms out of bounds, and that'll belong to Anderson Prep.
Yeah, on that fast break of Caleb Chambers, just a little bit off as far as being a little too far underneath the basket. So here comes Anderson Prep.
And a little heat check there for Eli Mattingly. He thought that one looked pretty good, too, as the trap is being handled there by Plew. And Mattingly steals it. Hesitation, dribble, goes in for the slam.
Oh, my goodness. And one little hesitated step, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor with GC up 8-0.
And we're going to tell you that Serenity Care Services is an Indiana licensed service agency. We are the friendly, experienced team of caregivers that you have been seeking. Call Angela today at 317-900-6202. Serenity Care Services, serving Indianapolis and the 5 surrounding area. Let's take a look at this stutter step off this steal as Mattingly takes it. Just that change of speed, little hesitation, freezes the defender, and two-hand flush.
That's too easy. That's just too easy. And look at the smile on that young man's face as he comes back onto the floor. Again, a 4-year starter and wearing number 4 for CCA.
You got to like that playing loose feeling, but certainly getting the job done. Boy, really elevated there. Like you said, it was an easy, not a lot of effort to that as Anderson Prep looks to get on the board. Chapman throws it across court to Fathauer. Skip pass in the corner to Plew. Mattingly gets a hand on it and steals it away. And no-look pass to Woods for 2. Christian Woods fills the lane and a nice no-look pass. This is a good highlight reel going on by Elijah Mattingly.
Yeah, 3-on-1 break there, and Anderson Prep really had no chance at it. Once again, the steal. Here's Eli.
Mattingly into the corner to Chambers. He shot fakes. Mattingly pulls up for three. Got it again.
My goodness.
He's got 11 and gets the net stuck again. That's an ultimate compliment for a three-point shot, right?
It certainly is.
Ultimate shot for that.
13-0 with only 2 minutes and 4 seconds expired here in the opening period.
And there you see the steal. The trap causes the turnover. Mattingly with the no-look pass to Christian Woods.
He knew it was coming to him.
On that replay finish. Nice job by Christian Woods to run the floor, too.
And that nice bounce pass feeding right into Christian Woods and the easy layup. Another a steal.
Here comes Chambers, picks up the steal, drives it down, loses his balance, and a steal the other way by Zayden Finley, who just checked in for the Jets. And as they work it around, three-pointer by Fathauer, long. And Finley gets the long rebound. His left-handed jump shot's no good. Christian Woods gets the rebound. Nice luxury to have your 6'4", 6'6" guys get rebounds.
Man, they got height.
And bring it up the floor as a nice pass by Mattingly to Woods is short. And that foul is going to be on number 42. Looks like Hayden Hornacher is checking into the game. And that last dead ball was Jackson Mattingly for Central Christian.
Yeah, I would think that just CCA will do every bit of substituting, free substituting in this kind of a game as we open.
Woods off from his first free throw attempt. Fouled in the shooting motion, so he'll get another opportunity. So Central Christian, Steve, off to an explosive first quarter. As Woods nails the second free throw, give him 3 points.
And again, when you just look at this size that CCA has up against this Anderson team, that's going to prove to be a big problem here for the Jets.
Caden Jesse also checked in during that last free throw. And even where they're playing them right now, they're playing them on top of the zone, which makes that length even more of a big factor. As there'll be a foul on the floor. And that's going to be on number 42. That's Hayden Hornacher. That'll be his second foul.
So quickly, Hornacher picks up his second foul, and we're going to see William Johnson report into the game now for the Jets.
Johnson, a 6'2 junior, is going to wear number 54.
See Bobby Brown over there on the sidelines talking to his assistant coaches as well as his bench. Looking for another big win here tonight at home. We stand at 12-6 coming into the game.
Don't know if there's a question on the scorebook or what. We want you to know the IHSAA Foundation. Subscribe to our newsletter, The Advocate, at IHSAAfoundation.org. Thanks to the IHSAA Foundation for what they're doing for our student athletes.
Again, I'm not sure exactly what the discussion is, but both teams have sidelined themselves to talk to their respective head coaches.
I don't know if it's a book issue. It happened as William Johnson went to check in, and I think there might be a technical foul from maybe a wrong number in the book. Or
that could be. Could very well be.
And that's going to be actually on Central Christian where the violation was.
Wow, that's surprising, isn't it?
Well, you'd think that maybe they would have caught that a little bit earlier, but.
So Fathauer will go to the line to shoot the technicals. Misses on the first. We'll get a second here. Yes, that's a little confusing.
And Fathauer averages 8 points a contest, who leads the way for the Jets. Able to connect on that second free throw, gets them on the board. And with the technical foul, they maintain possession.
Head coach Bobby Brown again continuing his discussion with a far side official, and we're back in play.
Stolen away by Caleb Chambers. Alley-oop! Fantastic flush by Eli Mattingly on a great pass.
13 points already for the big man. And here we go again.
And another dunk. Christian Woods this time says, I can do it too.
Hello.
A nice outlet. It's all caused by this defensive pressure by Central Christian Academy. As into the corner was Ben Scott.
And again, it's just the length that they have. Mattingly, the Chapmans, everybody getting in the hand in there.
There's Caleb Chambers in the corner. Jesse drives, puts up a floating one-hander, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound and goes back up. And he's going to draw the foul. Caden Jesse, number 23.
Just came into the game, yeah.
Go to the line to shoot a pair.
So the foul will go against William Johnson. And Jesse will get 2 free throws here with 4:01 remaining here in the first. Thanks again for joining us on IndianaSRN.
Caleb Jesse's first one up, and it's good. He's just averaging just a half a point a game, so good to see him get on the board early, get some confidence. 19-1, what a commanding start for the Chargers.
A senior-laden team, this Central Christian team, including Jesse. So 2 free throws good there, ups the lead even more.
20-1, halfway through the first quarter. As Fathauer has the ball, and the Chargers fall back into just a half-court man-to-man.
Yeah, and through the first 4 minutes of play, you've seen that the defense has only allowed really 1 good shot at the goal. That was a second good one, but off the mark.
Finley shot was long. Caleb Chambers takes it out, gathers the rebound. Eli Mattingly will shoot a 3. Oh, rims in and out.
All the way down and in.
Well, we had a perfect angle on that. That was right on line. I thought he was going to get his 4th one of the quarter.
Yes, sir.
As Johnson gets the ball against the pressure.
Good save there by Finley. The ball was going out of bounds.
Mattingly tips it behind from Ben Scott. Mattingly slows it up. Nice dribble drop step. Counted and 1. Elijah Mattingly draws the foul on number 24, Ben Scott. Set his man up perfectly with a little spin move drop step and got right to the basket.
So athletic and so confident in his play. Elijah Mattingly, top senior for this team, 6'6". And again, you can see him playing in a college guard position, no doubt about it.
Yeah, 6'6" back in the day. That was a really tall post player. Now it's just a really tall perimeter player.
Yes, it is.
As he's able to knock down his 16th point.
16 out of the 23 with 3 minutes remaining here in the first stanza.
Fathauer long 3. Christian Woods gives the rebound. And across the timeline they go. Here's a 3 ball in the corner from Jesse. That's off.
Nice rebound there by Fathauer, and I think contact being. Did he step out of bounds or did he call a timeout?
I think they called a 30-second timeout. We want to let you know that Family Source Insurance, we have you covered. Whether it's auto, home, life, or business, call Pat Cherry to get a quote today. That's 317-884-8046. Look to Family Source Insurance for all your needs. That's 317-884-8046.
And animated coach Corey Scott for Anderson Prep trying to get through to his team here to get on the ball and get into this game. So you can see him right there in front of us.
As we take a look, it's all caused by this defensive pressure. Caleb Chambers comes up with the loose ball. And here's the alley. And Mattingly with the oop. Well done.
Just unbelievable when you can get up that high with very little effort.
Javion Chapman with the ball. Crosses half court. As the Chargers fall into a man-to-man half-court defense. Zayden Finley now with it. Over to Chapman. The ball continues to be on this right side. Inside, nice pass to William Johnson. Over to Fathauer. He drives, shot fake up.
Nice shot.
And just can't get it to fall. Nice move, though, by Lincoln Fathauer.
Yeah, he's only a freshman on this team, but he's going to be a good player.
Nice control. I thought that was a nice controlled drive.
It really was.
And just unfortunate not to get that ball to fall as Jackson Mattingly's in there. And Jesse comes over with it, over to Chambers. To Eli Mattingly for 3. That's off. Rebound by Woods, up and good.
Will they count it? I think they should.
Definitely thought he was going up in his shot, and they're going to count the bucket for Christian Woods. Now has 7 points.
Wow.
And gets to go to the line for another opportunity where he's 1 for 2.
It's team foul number 5 against Anderson already here in the first period. And the three-point play for Christian Woods, so he has 8 points to add to the margin.
Central Christian 5 of 6 from the free throw line as well to add to their defense and three-point shooting and slam dunks. They've got the whole, it's like being at Meyer. You can get about everything. A three-point on the way.
There
good.
We go.
Nice shot by Zayden Finley. The 6'2 sophomore left-handed puts it up and in.
Got to root for him.
As Mattingly works it around, the Jets stay in the zone. And Mattingly
gets away.
I think he was looking for Chambers on the baseline, and Christian Woods was right on that line and got his hand on it. And the deflection goes over to the Jets.
Yeah, he didn't make his move to the basket. That's the reason the ball was deflected off of his hand, but looks like the Chargers are going to get it right back here.
Elijah Mattingly slows it up a little bit.
We go under 1 minute to play here in the first quarter.
Skip pass. Good ball
Here
movement.
He comes.
And another slam by Christian Woods.
So Woods along with Elijah Mattingly kind of splitting the offense here in this first period of play. Now at a 24-point margin. And substitution coming in for Prep will be 24. That's Ben Scott. 3 is Kyle Chambers, who will report into the game for Central Christian.
Here comes the Jets. Zayden Finley brings the ball across the timeline. Finley just hit his three-pointer to get the first basket of this quarter for Anderson Prep. Nice pass as they work it around. Finley can't get it to fall, and Mattingly gets the rebound, and they're going to say, let's hold for one shot here and finish this quarter strong. And Elijah Mattingly brings it across the timeline. Over to Caleb Chambers.
It's good practice as we end a period of play. Now, go for it.
There's Mattingly in the corner for 3 at the buzzer. Caps off a perfect quarter with his 4th 3 of the game.
Incredible.
We'll take a break after 1. It's all Central Christian. Central Christian 31, Anderson Prep 4. Stay tuned for second quarter action on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Clark Chafin with Steve McClure here at Central Christian Academy. IndianaSRN proud to bring you this game. And Steve, what an awesome first quarter.
Well, what comes to my mind as we head into the beginning of the second quarter is the word charge. Chargers, and that's exactly what they have done here in this first 8 minutes of play with Elijah Mattingly leading the way with 19 and Christian Woods with 10. There's your story right there.
Steve, 19's a good point total for a game, and a lot of people don't even get that. He had it in one quarter, and so very impressive.
And as you can notice here on the sidelines with CCA's bench, there's only 3 players to go to, so these guys are going to have to stay on the floor.
As Mattingly goes up and loses it on the transition, and the Jets come away. As Hayden Hornacker is also checked in. And Finley with the ball. Goes at the Fathauer. And Jackson Mattingly does a nice job of reading the play and cuts in front of it for the steal.
Yep.
Nice anticipation along that baseline.
Mattingly so tall and so slender, but he moves without the ball so well. If you'll just watch him on a given play.
Working around Christian Woods to get in the middle of the zone. That's where you want the ball to go. Mattingly for three, and he likes it.
My gosh, that's his 5th triple of the game. And the lead now at 30 as we've just begun the second quarter.
Long three by Mattingly. Let's see if they answer. The Jets, no good. Finley tries to answer, but Ben Scott hustles in for the rebound putback.
Yeah, cleans up on the offensive rebound and right back up and in. So
Scott, the 6-foot junior, gets on the board, 34-6.
If you again following the likes of Corey Scott for the head coach for Anderson Prep down there in the corner, encouraging his team.
There's a little give and go there for Jackson Mattingly, another senior on this squad. That's a nice pass by Christian Woods and good hand-eye coordination to come up with that loose ball. Scott drives and went over the backboard. They're going to call that out of bounds. Wasn't touched or blocked, so that'll go over to Central Christian.
Kyle Chambers, along with his brother Caleb, only 2 players yet to score in this game, but great facilitators doing their job.
And we talked about that at the beginning of the game, right? There's just some good key role players that Coach Brown really has developed here along this team to have some success. As Caleb inside to Christian Woods goes
pass.
up
and
in.
An incredible pass, a notebook pass, just a split decision there and makes it happen.
And Christian Woods did a nice job of going right up to the basket. There's a three-pointer on the way, off by Hornacher. Nice
save.
Hustle.
It goes out of bounds, though.
Zayden Finley giving his all-out effort.
We're going to get some subs in here for CCA as both Kyle Chambers and Mattingly come off the floor for a brief rest. So let's see who's back on now.
Caleb Chambers still in the game. He's going to bring it across the timeline. He's checking in the game is number 5. It's Jeremiah Henderson. He was a starter.
Right.
And also 25. Number 25, Alan Mitchner.
Right.
Mitchner with the shot fake. It's what you want to do against the zone. Have it to where 2 people can make you guard you. As a 3 on the way by Henderson is off.
Left-hander.
Left-hander taken out of there by Leakin Fathauer, and they push it up. Scott can't handle it.
Ben Scott was to be on the receiving end, but off of his fingertips and out of bounds. And looks like Caden Jesse's going to come back into the game now for CCA, and taking his seat will be Caleb Chambers. So continue to substitute for head coach Bobby Brown.
And Steve, to that point, I think one of the things that this defensive pressure does is it really hurries you up, and it's going to lead to some of those mistakes, such as maybe stepping on the inline or whatever. As Henderson comes up with a loose ball, nice play by Mattingly to keep it alive.
And another good point to make is the fact that when you're getting to your bench this early, you're giving them that great experience, which is going to be needed down the line here.
Hold on. 5 games left in their season. You can never have enough experience, especially on the bench, for this ball club.
Got those 2 big games coming up after tonight against Franklin County and Park Tudor. Both of those on the road against respective 3A and 2A teams.
Fathauer shot, step back, had to get it high over Eli Mattingly and high off the rim over the backboard. And called out of bounds, and it'll go back to Central Christian. So we're halfway through the second quarter here. 38-6. Glad you joined us. Clark Chafin, Steve McClure. As Eli Mattingly and Christian Woods have really put on an offensive performance. Woods in the middle to Mattingly. He's hit 3 or 4 from there. Give him another one.
6 of them.
That might be his sweet spot. 25 points already.
Wow. What a player.
And that'll take us to a running clock, up 35.
That's almost like a set shot out there for him because there's really no need to even jump.
It's pretty smooth and he's pretty comfortable. As Ben Scott takes it to the hole.
Off the glass and in. Good job.
Nice arching shot. One thing you got to do when you're in there amongst those tall players is use that arch, use that backboard. Did a nice job there and get the easy two.
Here's Mattingly trying to get everybody involved here. Nice jumper there by Caden Jesse.
Caden Jesse is senior as well. Nice shot fake. Nice to have that luxury. Again, as you said, get these guys some extra experience, but also confidence off the bench.
Lead now at 35 points, 43-8.
As Fathour's three is off. Hayden Hornacher got the rebound and is going to be fouled. Yeah, he'll be go to the line where he'll shoot a couple of free throws.
All right.
Hornacher is a 6-foot senior. And his first one is just off. He'll have another opportunity after that offensive rebound. Got him fouled on his shot attempt. And his second one is off and loose ball. Fathour runs it down in the corner and throws it off the backboard. That should... And they're going to call it as being tipped. And that'll stay here with Anderson Prep. As taking it inbounds will be number 23, Javion Chapman.
Only two seniors in the starting lineup for this Anderson Prep team. Trying to grow up in a hurry here against this Central Christian ball club. 2:37 remaining here in the opening half.
Mattingly throws it into Caden Jesse, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Jesse already with 4 points in each quarter. Nice hesitation move down the lane. Couldn't get it to fall. Christian Woods runs after it. And they'll say that's last touch by the Chargers. Anderson Prep will maintain possession.
The athleticism that we've seen exhibited here tonight by Central Christian is just outstanding. I mean, from one guard to the next and then down low. So, and their defense, you're looking at it right now.
And Jesse up and in. Nice play by him to get that deflection. And attacks the basket. Alley-oop pass too high for Ben Scott. Good idea. Had an opening, but that's that pressure. What that pressure will do is make you go a little bit faster than what you're more comfortable with and cause a turnover.
Just trying to find some open spots in the offense for Anderson Prep by hurrying it up. But here's another pass down low by Mattingly.
Out to Henderson. They work the ball around. Christian Woods clears it. Mattingly, that's his spot. He's hit 2 or 3 from there. Short on that one.
Short is right, but back up and in by Christian Woods.
Christian Woods with the offensive rebound, put back and an and one opportunity. He now has 14 on the night.
14 points already. And he's going to get to the free throw line.
Woods just averages under 20 points a contest at 19.8.
Zayden Finley coming back into the game for Anderson Prep. Number 21, William Johnson, goes out. And also back in is Marquise Plew. Wearing number 52 there at the bottom of your screen.
Woods to the line. He's 2 for 3. And make it 3 for 4.
They've done a nice job at the line as well tonight.
6 of 7 are the Chargers from the charity stripe as they settle back into a half-court man-to-man. And Finley with the ball, clears over to Plew.
They're looking for Fathour almost on every play. There's a nice feed down low and a foul.
Nice athletic catch by Ben Scott in traffic. Was able to create some space and get to the free throw line.
So Ben Scott, who's got the 4 of the 8 points, at the line here for a couple.
Scott short on his first free throw. The Jets are 1 for 4 from the line. Let's see if Scott can put this second attempt in. That's up and good. Scott now with 5, the 6-foot junior. And back quickly comes the Chargers.
Look at that one.
Christian Woods goes up and gets fouled. A nice play, though, by Caleb Chambers to get him the ball in a scoring position, as Zayden Finley is going to be whistled for that foul. And Christian Woods will go to the line where he's 3 for 4.
Woods has made a living tonight at the charity stripe. 2 more coming right now.
He does a nice job of having a good feel in the post. There's a lot of feel to a post player, and having that sixth sense, if you will, of where the defender is and being able to find that spot.
Great deal of confidence. No hesitation whatsoever. 1 minute to play here in the opening half.
Fathauer for 3. Got it.
There we go.
Lincoln Fathauer gets his 4th point, his first 3 of the contest, 50-12.
Freshman spots up for a nice triple.
You can see why he's going to be a good player. As a freshman, just averages 8 points a contest. And Eli Mattingly, what can you say? There's another one, and another net hung on the rim.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triples on the night, and now 28 points. Wow.
That's pretty impressive for Eli Mattingly, 28. Fathauer's going to try to match him. His shot's long.
I think he's only missed like 2 or 3 attempts.
And
we're going to wait for it this time.
A nice pass by Woods on the give and go, and Mattingly is able to convert at the basket.
Wow.
And he will go to the free throw line.
What a performance here.
I talked about 19 points in 1 quarter, and he's already had 12 points or 11 points this quarter. So
again, his season high is 34 points. That was back on December 21st against Purdue Poly North. And now he has, 31? Let's see.
I got him for 28.
28, and he hit the free throw there, so all right.
56-12, last possession here for the Jets. 3 on the way by Plew, off, battle for the rebound. And Finley can't make it, comes out of there. 4 seconds left, loose ball. They're going to say out of bounds and belongs to the Chargers with 2 seconds remaining. And maybe something Coach Brown wants to work on here, a specific play. 2 seconds, you got about 2 dribbles before you have to shoot. Here's Chambers, 1, 2, gets to a spot just a little late, but I like the idea. And that'll be it for the first half. Central Christian with a 56-12 halftime lead. Let's do our Hoosier Basketball Magazine halftime show, Steve. We'll just jump right into it. And what can you say? Just a pretty dominant performance by Central Christian right from the get-go.
Everything that they did, mark it up as almost perfect, and a great start for them. They are defense dictating and putting a lot of pressure on Anderson Prep. And, of course, the outside shooting by Elijah Mattingly and the inside play of Christian Woods has given them this phenomenal lead.
Certainly has. If we take a look at some of the scoring here from Central Christian Academy, like we said, Eli Mattingly, 31 points. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triples and a few nice dunks, including a sweet alley-oop pass from his teammate Caleb Chambers. Christian Woods has 17 points, 10 in the first quarter, 7 that second quarter. Jackson Mattingly got on the board with 2 points, and Caden Jesse will round out the point production for the Chargers with 6 points. Meanwhile, for Anderson Prep Academy, their scoring goes like this. Lincoln Fathauer has 4 points. Zayden Finley with 3 points. Leading the Jets in scoring was 6-foot junior Ben Scott. Scott chipped in 5 points. And there you have your point production for the Anderson Prep Jets as we take a look at some of our halftime festivities. We're going to take a break, and let these coaches make some adjustments. We'll come back and talk about that and get you third quarter action. Central Christian Anderson Prep, only on Indiana SRN.
Today, greed, selfish interest, and barefaced corruption seem all the fashion. America needs great men of tolerance who can give honest debate to the great issues of the day. I've seen mostly squabbling, men squandering their time, being wolves to one another. Yet, I'm not without hope. We still have Freemasonry. Yes, the same Freemasons that helped create this country have always provided great men when needed. And today, in every city and town in America, Freemasonry is still providing that special place where young men can find their greatness and accomplished men can give something back. Yes, in this time of great hope, it is my hope that America will see that Freemasonry is a national treasure that cannot be separated from our country's future.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help.
We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAFoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
You want a sports degree that is beyond the game? A degree that immerses you from day one and launches you into the business side of sports. With a sports management major from IUPUI's School of Health and Human Sciences, you'll have insider access to sports professionals and will learn from faculty with years of teaching and industry experience. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sport industry career.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
And welcome back to the Hoosier Basketball Magazine halftime show here on IndianaSRN, as we're watching some young hoopsters finish up this time as the Central Christian Chargers are on the bench ready for third quarter action. Again, Steve, we just kind of talked here off air just about how dominant the Chargers have been, not necessarily just in every phase, but from a shooting standpoint, like they haven't really missed. They've got 7 threes, 9 for 10 from the free throw line. And just a dominant performance right from the get-go.
Well, again, this Central Christian Academy team coming in at 12-6 on the season, coming off of 4 consecutive victories, including a 3-overtime win back on January 29th against Covenant Christian. They have all the momentum going, and when you go into a game like this, there's very little that they can add in terms of their strategies and programming as far as offense is concerned, but you just got to keep playing just as if it was a 10-point game or a 5-point game, and get everyone involved off of your bench and continue to go forth, because they have a very busy schedule. We talked about this briefly in terms of going on the road to play against 3A Franklin County. That'll be this coming Saturday night. And then only about 7 or 8 more days of the regular season before they head into Sectional 59, which will be played at Indy Lutheran.
Yeah, and I think you can take that same mindset for Anderson Prep Jets too, right? And don't really look at the scoreboard. Let's go out there and let's play the game. Let's try to execute, I think, as best as we can. Leakin Fathauer kind of got going there a little bit in the second quarter, made a 3-point basket. You got to be happy about Ben Scott and his contribution there in the second quarter, getting all 5 of his points for the 6-foot junior. So,
Clark, the Anderson Prep has only been a member of the IHSAA since 2016. They're an academy that's been founded back in 1971, but as far as interscholastic play among Indiana high school boys basketball, even at the Class 1A, not that long.
Not that long, and as you said earlier, in looking at their roster, only a couple of seniors and your leading scorers are freshmen, so there's pieces there to build off of. Ben Scott's a junior leading your way tonight. You have Zayden Finley, who's a sophomore and 6'2", and has some nice length in the left-handed player. So, hopefully something to build on for Coach Scott and the Anderson Prep Jets. Even thinking and looking at the AP rankings this week as well, Steve, we look at 1A. You got number 5, Lagodi. It seems like they're always there since Jack Butcher, right? Bar Reeves has had tremendous success in the past. They're ranked 4th. Gary 21st Century, North Davies, and then Edinburgh, the Lancers, are ranked 1st in 1A by the AP poll with a 15-1. You go to 2A, Linton Stockton, coached by one and only Joey Hart. Joey's a tremendous player and does a great job coaching. Number 4 is Eastside. Number 3 is Fort Wayne Blackhawk, who seem to be a power up in the Fort Wayne area every year. Central Noble is 18-1, ranked 2nd, and then first in 2A is Monroe Central in the AP poll at 15-0. We look at 3A, number 5, Sullivan, the Golden Arrows, have had a tough conference play and do an excellent job there. Mishawaka Marion ranked 4th, Leo 3rd, Northwood 2nd, and John Glenn, who's 17-1, is first in 3A. And then if you look at 4A, a lot of excellent teams there. You got 5 Tech ranked 5th, who was runner-up to the city championship game, to number 4 Cathedral, who we had that ball game on IndianaSRN. Carmel's ranked 3rd on the AP poll and had a nice victory against Lawrence North just the other night. Number 2 is Fishers at 15-2, and number 1 in 4A with a 17-0 record is Chesterton. So,
yeah, this is an interesting time of the year, especially these last 2 weeks of the regular season, because you see these teams that are gelling at this particular time of the season, and they kind of rise themselves above everyone as they hit into sectional play. But as you well know, 1 and you're done.
1 and you're done, and it's a whole new season in sectionals, and it kind of gives you some new life and new energy into your season.
But you got to win in advance. That's what it's all about as we head into that second week of February when the tournament begins.
Well, we'll start the second half of action here. We'll stick with the starters for Central Christian. That was number 5, Jeremiah Henderson. Number 11, Christian Woods. Woods finished with 17 points in that first half. Number 4, Elijah Mattingly. Mr. Do-It-All had 31. And Caleb Chambers will also get the nod. For Anderson Prep, we have Lincoln Fathauer, Javion Chapman, Ben Scott, Hayden Hornacher, and Marcus Plude.
And again, you want to just make sure you get through this second half without anyone getting hurt or anything like that. But again, just treat it as almost like you're a scrimmage. Here's Mattingly from downtown, tipped in by yes, that was Christian Woods on the tip.
Boy, he was up in the air. I thought he used a step ladder. His head was about the backboard. As Fathauer tries to answer for a 3, no good. Eli Mattingly gets the rebound. Jackson Mattingly starting this half as Christian Woods tries. I can hit 3s too.
He says, let me get in on the action. So now he has 20, make that 22 points, yes.
Impressive. And Caleb Chambers with the steal. Down and layup is short. Good pressure there by Fathauer to challenge the shot.
He's trying to get back to catch up on that one.
And Ben Scott drives, can't get it to fall. Hornacher is able to come up with the loose ball and score. Aiden Hornacher with his first basket of the game. Good to see the senior, 6-foot senior on the scoreboard.
61-14 if you're just joining us. Beginning play here in the third quarter.
Caleb Chambers over to Jackson Mattingly.
Let's play a little pass around the horn here and look for something on the outside. As they have taken, Christian Woods is out beyond the perimeter as well.
Elijah Mattingly for 3, no good.
Oh boy. Off the hands and out of bounds, off the hands of Hayden Hornacher. So the Chargers will get another shot at it here.
Good effort there by Hornacher and Plude to go after the ball. Unable to gather that, Karam.
And I'm noticing a lot more communication going on now with Anderson amongst their players. That's a very good sign.
Caleb Chambers up the top. He'll shoot a three. Off the backboard, no. And Javion Chapman gathers that rebound.
And even off of that shot, I noticed that the Chargers were backing off in terms of any offensive rebounding effort there.
Good hustle by Caleb Chambers. Dives on the floor. And
he got a timeout.
Maintain a possession as he calls timeout.
All right.
And let's see. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Hey, folks, get involved in the game. Become an IHSAA official by contacting Sandra Walter at ihsaa.org/officials today. Stay in shape and make some extra money. Training classes are starting for the spring season now. Again, contact Sarah Walter today. That number is 317-846-6601. And we'd like to thank all of our officials for all they do for their job. It's not an easy job, and it's a thankless job, so we appreciate their efforts.
Yeah, and the actual a great deal of coordination that goes on throughout the state of Indiana to make sure that these crews get to the exact spots they need to on every given night. That's a tough job just in itself.
I have a few close friends that do it, and they're on the road. They like to go to different gymnasiums around the state and experience Hoosier hysteria at its best.
Yep. But you see the best here in Indiana. There's no doubt about that. And I've seen a lot of great officiating this year.
Pass stolen away. Nice hustle by the Jets, and Christian Woods gets on the floor again. They'll call a jump ball. And alternating possession will give the basketball to Anderson Prep. Like to see how both teams going to the floor, not worried about the score, just playing the game and playing it the right way and playing hard. The three-pointer on the way by Plough is off. Hornacher with the rebound. Shot fake up. Can't get it to fall. A tough task going up against 6'6" Eli Mattingly. As they knock it away in the transition, it'll stay with Central Christian.
Yeah, it was Hornacher who got a hand in there and knocked it away from Mattingly, but the Chargers will keep the ball on the far side as they toss in.
Running clock here as we have 4 minutes left. And Kyle Chambers holds it high over the head inside to Christian Wood.
And around jumper, will it count?
They should count it, and they do. Christian Woods supplying all the points for the Chargers this second half. He now has 7 in this quarter.
Foul was picked up there by Hayden Hornacher.
And Woods to the line for an and-one opportunity. He misses only his second free throw, keeping him at 24 points on the evening.
Going to have to keep him after the game tonight.
Run some extra sprints. As Ben Scott has the ball. And he clears outside to Chapman. Chapman resets against the man-to-man Charger defense. Bathauer to Scott, goes baseline. Up and blocked. Ben Scott sticks with it, gets the rebound. Christian Woods blocks it again. Goodness. And pulled out of there by Kyle Chambers. Mattingly will shoot a three. Rims it, no good. Kyle Chambers with the rebound. Mattingly for three again. No, those are in and out. 24. Caleb Chambers able to get the rebound and hit his first points.
Let's see, they got, 5 chances at it that time?
Well, that ball spun in and out for Eli Mattingly.
Yeah,
that was
3 of them.
Real good shots, just couldn't get it to fall. The three-pointer on the other end is off by Chapman.
Well, those 7 threes that he had in the opening half. There's another dunk.
Hammer time for 33, driving baseline. Little kiss the rim dunk by Eli Mattingly as Fathauer with the floater. Little teardrop over the 6'6" Charger in the paint. And that gives him 6 points. 67-16. We work the ball around the perimeter. Mattingly. Nice no-look pass to Christian Woods.
A beautiful pass. And I think we're going to get a injury timeout here on the sidelines.
Marcus Plew
coming off a little slow. And looks like he's going to call full timeout for Anderson Prep.
Well, full timeout. We'll take it with him. 2:20 remaining here in the third quarter. You're watching Indiana SRN.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
And welcome back to Central Christian Academy. Clark Chafin and Steve McClure, glad you could join us tonight. 2:20 left in the third quarter as we take a look at this baseline duck. That's the second kind of hesitation move by Mattingly. He's able to go baseline and throw it down.
And he adds to his point total unofficially, 36 thus far in the game, with 2:18 remaining here in the third quarter.
Fat hour for three off. No, Mattingly gets the rebound. As charging in, it was Zayden Finley who had just checked in the game, as well as William Johnson. Good sportsmanship and helping Mattingly up. As
they're going to call a foul there, I guess, against Anderson Prep. Yes.
And that'll be their team foul number 2 for the half.
So let's see how Coach Bobby Brown will handle this the rest of this third quarter play as Mattingly slowly brings it across the timeline. Here we go again.
Shoot a long three, that's off. Henderson came in there, and Jeremiah Henderson. And Jesse shoots it and misses.
Again, this is the fourth opportunity on this play, and another three goes down. Jeremiah Henderson.
Jeremiah Henderson for 2, just inside the line. Able to connect for his first basket was the sophomore. The first non-senior to score tonight for the Chargers.
So thus far, looks like Kyle Chambers along with Alan Michener, the only ones not to have scored for Central Christian. As we go under 1 minute to play in the third quarter.
Chapman to Finley. He'll pull it outside to Johnson. Johnson dribbles down. Nice play to maintain possession. Hornacher gets the offensive rebound and scores. Hayden Hornacher.
Right place, right time.
With his 4th point of the game. As the Jets fall back into the
another foul
zone.
Going to be called here.
42.
Yes.
Foul on Hornacher. Ball underneath the basket with 10 seconds left here on the running clock. Let's see if the Chargers get it inbounds in time to get a shot.
Looks like Ben Scott's going to come back into the game with Hornacher picking up his 4th foul there.
And 3 at the buzzer is Caleb Chambers. Been scoreless until this quarter. Now he has 5. And that'll do it for our third quarter action. Central Christian in control, 74-18. We'll come back with the final quarter here in Central Christian Academy in Indiana SRN.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
And welcome back to Central Christian Academy. Clark Chafin along with my partner Steve McClure. And it has just been one dominant performance by the Chargers of Central Christian as they extend their lead in that third quarter.
Hometown giving a big entertaining evening this evening for this Charger team that has been solid gold.
They start when the Jets stay in their 2-3 zone. There's a good chance for Coach Brown to work people even in different spots. We used to call that an invert, where the post players would go outside and the perimeter players would go inside as they try to get the rebound. Loose ball, and Kyle Chambers is able to save it. And they kick it back out to Eli Mattingly. In the corner is Jesse, and Jesse will be called for travel.
Yep. One too many steps there, and we'll have to give it up. But Mattingly has been outstanding tonight, especially getting the ball to the open spots, and Christian Wood's been great underneath the basket as well. So just a 1-2 punch there.
And we said earlier, these two combined for over 70% of the team's scoring, and that holds true to tonight's game as well, as the Jets work the ball around the perimeter. Finley in the corner to Fathauer. His three is off, and they're going to call a pushing foul underneath the basket on Caden Jesse.
Yep. You know, not only are they dominant as far as the offense is concerned, I'm talking about Elijah Mattingly and Christian Woods. They too lead the team in rebounding, both of them 8.7 and 7 rebounds per contest. So you can see their worth as far as this senior-laden team for the Chargers.
As Ben Scott found a lane to the basket, it was explosive, got up there high off the rim. I thought he might have a chance to maybe throw that one down, but it drew the foul, and he'll go to the line where he is 1 for 2, make it 1 for 3, misses that one. Scott with 5 points, a 6-foot junior.
And just a reminder that the clock does stop on free throws as well as timeouts.
74-19, Elijah Manning can work the ball around the perimeter. He'll shoot it from the volleyball line, and it's good. Those ones in the third quarter were too close.
Yeah, and that is what, number 9, I believe, for Mattingly, the 9th triple of the game.
Extends that lead.
39 points unofficially.
Finley's off, and Kyle Chambers with the rebound. Hornacher with the steal over to Ben Scott. And Scott gets it back to Finley for his first basket of the second half. Nice ball movement there by the Jets.
So Mattingly has eclipsed his season high of the year. That was 34. Here's another one from downtown. No.
Kyle Chambers with the rebound. Christian Woods shoots. Mattingly runs it down. Fathauer gets his hand on it. Nice look-ahead pass. Back to Fathauer. Left-handed up and good. Nice execution there by the Jets' transition offense.
8 points in the game to lead the Anderson Prep team this evening. Mr. Fathauer.
Right at his season average as Kyle Chambers turns and shoots from the elbow. No good. Christian Woods gathers the rebound up and he'll draw a foul.
I think this one's going to go against Finley.
Woods to the line where he's 5 of 7 on the night. Because of that good post play, he's going to draw a lot of fouls. It'd be important for him to be confident in this free throw stroke. As it rims out and no good, he's 0 for 2 in this half.
Woods, of course, scored 17 points in the first half. Second free throw also no good.
And right out there, Ben Scott pulls it out, throws it ahead. The Hornacher, that's knocked away by Kyle Chambers in a nice defensive play. And Christian Woods brings it across the timeline to Caleb Chambers. They'll back it out. And Mattingly will shoot it again from deep and got it again.
That's his 10th triple of the game. And unofficially 42 points on the evening. Elijah Mattingly. Remember that name.
Very impressive, very impressive. As Finley can't get it to fall. Jesse comes out of there after the rebound by Woods. Mattingly will launch it again. And nice hustle by Caleb Chambers. Almost makes the over shoulder. That's about the only thing that hasn't fallen for the Chargers. Even a look on his face was, wow, I almost made that.
Got the big smile on his face.
It's good hustle by both teams. The Jets will take possession. Caleb's foot was just on the line as he tried to save that. Fathauer will bring it across for the Jets. He'll give it over to Chapman. Up top to Ben Scott. Ben Scott pulls up from 17. Off the back, no. Mattingly to Mattingly.
Anderson Prep next will be involved in the Pioneer Conference playoffs, which will be on Saturday.
And great steal by Chapman. Up and leaves it short. And Jackson Mattingly gets the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by the Jets as a host of Anderson Prep Jets getting ready to check in. That looks like it's going to be Marcus Plew. It looks like Connor Ring checking in. Also number 20, Xavier Nave.
And the foul was picked up by Fathauer, and he'll come off the floor.
And also checking in is Jess Settlemeyer.
8 points on the evening for Fathauer to lead the way.
And we have a full timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Indiana SRN.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
And welcome back as we wrap up this fourth quarter. Central Christian, just a dominant performance. Gaining a lot of confidence, getting a lot of players on this roster. Some good and valuable experience as Eli Mattingly for three, rims off. Rebound collected by Connor Ring, a 6-foot freshman getting in some varsity action tonight as the Jets have got some subs in. And that'll be out of bounds. That'll stay here with Anderson Prep. Just Coach Scott still coaching hard to the very end of the ball game. You got to appreciate that, and his kids responding hard. As here they go on the attack. Shots up and off by number 20, Xavier Nave. Nave's a 5'8" sophomore. And also checking in for Central Christian is Alan Mitchner. And let's see if they get Mitchner on the scoreboard here. Mattingly over to Mitchner. Gets it back to Mattingly.
Going to play a little pass here and just hold possession.
A little North Carolina 4 quarters.
Why not?
As Jackson Mattingly holds it up high over his head.
No urgency here to run their offense, but good practice as far as the 4 corners are concerned.
Henderson gets the offensive rebound, and they'll set it back out. As Eli Mattingly steps back, another 3 is off. Jesse with the rebound, and good. Caden Jesse now with 8 points. His first basket of the second half. As we are under a minute remain. And we're going to call a
first down.
First down. Xavier Nave.
Just dive for it.
Keeps that possession for the Jets. And 82-23, Anderson Prep with the ball.
So Clark tells me that the Cinderella story of the Cincinnati Bengals may be coming to a conclusion.
I don't know. Tom Brady won it on his home field last year. I just get the feeling that maybe
it's their time.
I had Matt Stafford pay his dues with Detroit.
That is for sure. He has paid his dues. I've always been a big fan of his.
I always liked the clip where he separated his shoulder and still went back in to win the game the next play. I thought that was always pretty cool as the Chargers working around the perimeter.
Great leader on that team, and look forward to seeing that three-pointer.
Alan Mitchner.
There you go.
Got him that basket.
Everybody in on the play.
Caden Jesse steals and scores. That puts him in double figures with 10. As we wind down the clock, half-court shot is no good. And that'll do it for us this game. Central Christian defeats Anderson Prep by a score of 87-23. Stay tuned for the Family Source Insurance postgame show. Clark Chafe and Steve McClure as we welcome you back here in IndianaSRN postgame show made possible by Family Source Insurance. Let's take a look, Steve, at the upcoming schedule here on IndianaSRN. We'll start with action on tomorrow night. We have Roncalli at Chittard. That's going to tip off at 7:30. Pregame at 7:20. It should be an excellent game. Then on Thursday, we have the Putnam County tournament. We got the Cloverdale Clovers Thursday against the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. That'll be at 6 o'clock. And then following that game will be the North Putnam Cougars against the South Putt Eagles.
They don't like each other, by the way.
That's a good rivalry, and Putnam County's got some really good basketball, and we'll have that coverage for you during that championship.
Friday night, the Putnam Championship will continue, along with two other games that will air on IndianaSRN would include Roncalli at Heritage Christian, and Chittard will be visiting Park Tudor. On Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, IHSAA Regional Girls Tournament continues at Decatur Central.
So some good stuff ahead for us on IndianaSRN when our final score is Central Christian 87, Anderson Prep 23. We'll come back and name a player of the game. Don't go away. You're watching IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has two warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
And welcome back. We're glad you could join us here on IndianaSRN. Clark Chafin along with Steve McClure. And Steve, it's time for that player of the game. Let's unwrap that mystery. Who's that going to be?
Well, it's a young man that we mentioned in our pregame show in terms of carrying the heavy load for Central Christian Academy. And his name is senior Elijah Mattingly, who officially and unofficially finishes with a game-high 42 points tonight. So we will continue to watch this Central Christian team as they head down the road, and they have every good opportunity and a great coach to mentor them through what's coming up.
Well, that'll do it for us. We'd like to thank several folks, producer Greg for keeping things online for us, and James and Claire there at the gym providing us with those great shots. Thank you for joining us again tonight. You've been watching high school basketball powered by IndianaSRN. Goodbye, everybody.